Hello and welcome to In the Diaspora with me, David Chisanga. In the Diaspora is a weekly radio program that focuses on Irish migrants. The program follows the lives of people living in Ireland who left their home country either for work, business, study, or asylum. Today, we focus on Omar Faruk, popularly known as Newton. I believe I pronounced your name very well.
Yeah,
Welcome to the program.
thank you very much.
Now, Omar, as we begin, I love asking the question, what does your name mean? Omar Faruk, what does it mean?
Okay, so Omar Faruk, actually one of our religious leader. He actually one of the caliph back after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was one of the top four caliph. Omar Faruk, one of them. So my family kept my name based on his name, and Newton actually is my childhood name. My uncle, he named me as a Newton, so that everyone knows me as a Newton. But Omar Faruk is my official name. Everywhere I am using. So my first name is Omar and surname is Faruk. Nickname you can say Newton. So in my community, people knows me as a Newton.
Now, Omar is actually, I forgot to mention, he's from Bangladesh. You know, he's an accountant, he's an author as well, you know, as a journalist. And he's been in Ireland for about, 10 years plus. Now, tell us more about yourself. Yes, we know you're an accountant, we know, but who's really Omar?
I can say myself as a human first. Then as a professional, I can say I am an accountant. As a passion, to live for life, to do something which feel me better, you can see me as a volunteer, work for the community. So to work for the community, so it comes many things. So journalism, reporting, and as an author, it's all come together as a volunteer work, and which actually I like more because my profession accountant, which feed me and which help me to live, but other things I am doing which help me to live happily. So most of all, I am a human, so I can consider myself, try to consider myself as a human, because human is he who has humanity. So I am trying to follow that one. So other things like title actually based on my profession and based on my passion.
Now, Omar, you've been in Ireland for the past 10 years, and walk us through your journey from Bangladesh now to Ireland, How was it? How did you find yourself here in Ireland?
It was adventurous for me. It was a very learning journey for me as well, because from Bangladesh to here, it wasn't actually a short journey. It was very, very long journey for me. Actually, I can say it's 15 years because I was in the UK for 5 years. Then here you can say around 10 years, approximately 10 years. So 15 years. So in 15 years, in a sense, would be not that long. For me, it's too long because I'm far away from home. So away from home, it's living away from home, leaving family, friends, leaving own country is not easy. And 15 years every day is longer than I think, but still we are a traveler. We travel from one place to other place, one country to other country, and one world to other world. So always we are traveler, and we born, then we will, after death, we will travel to other places. So we always traveler. So I know it's hard to travel from place to place, leaving family, friends, and loved one. It's not easy. Um, so I actually left Bangladesh in 2000, end of 2008 to the UK for study purpose. So I have studied there, completed my graduation in there in accounting and finance. Then I moved here. So there was a history when definitely you have a reason if you have moved there. So I got married with my lovely wife Mukta. So she and her family actually lived in Ireland. So she insisted me to move here. So at the end, I stuck here for 10 years. So in Ireland, I am in Limerick. Yesterday program, I had a program, so I mentioned that I traveled a lot, many places, many areas, but I never think that I could stay in Limerick that long. I thought, okay, I will be move another place after a few months or few years. But it's 10 years past. It's because of the people here, community in here. They are so lovely, so friendly, so helpful, and so lovable. So that actually struck me here. So that affection of love and their help, everything, and my profession also in this region actually struck me here. So I am here in this moment in Ireland, in Limerick. Hopefully I will be in Limerick for long. Yeah, so that's my short journey history actually.
You're listening to In the Diaspora with me, David, and I'm speaking to Omar. He's from Bangladesh and he's been in Ireland for over 10 years now. Came from the UK, and we're just trying to get his story of how he came to Ireland and definitely, what amazes him about Ireland. Now, before we move on, Omar, would like to understand something about your home country, Bangladesh. Tell us the history of Bangladesh and where is it located? How many people are there? How's the culture? Just describe Bangladesh to us, just in case somebody wants to go there.
Bangladesh is one of the country of South Asia. So this situated near India and near Myanmar border in between. So this is a small country, but a big population in Bangladesh. This is a beautiful country. In Bangladesh, we have 6 seasons.
6?
Yeah, 6.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So here you may know about 4 seasons, but Bangladesh has 6 seasons because every 2 months season change. Once it changes, you will see the changes.
Yeah.
So each season has different vibes brings to you. So like in autumn, winter, you will see now it's winter. And after that spring, then summer. Rainy, we can call about rainy season is 2 months. In here you can rainy season, but we say rainy season as well. It's quite hot country. Is the temperature increasing. Back then it wasn't that temperature. The global warming everywhere. Now weather changes. So nowadays is in the summertime. Basically, it's quite a hot country. So Bangladesh actually is around 170 million, I can say. People lives there in a small country, and everyone speaks Bengali. Main language actually Bengali, and then knows our education system has English as well. So our higher education is English curriculum, and we have it's a Muslim populated country, but it's around 90% you can say Muslim, and other 10% the other religion. So Bangladesh got independence from Pakistan in 1971. So that time Bangladesh actually got independency is 16 December 1971. So explain little history before that.
Yeah.
So Bangladesh actually was part of the India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. So it was same country when it was in under British rule. So once British hand over those to their power to the Indian,
India,
then it was in 1947. Then Bangladesh, India divided before they left the country. So they divided negotiation of two leaders, divided it in two parts. So one is India and other part called Pakistan. So actually it was little weird. So say one country, west side is you can say West Pakistan and east side is Bangladesh currently, East Pakistan. So actually two different sides. So but it's considered one country. So in between big lands of India is India. So it was a little weird if you think about geographically. Then after that there was some controversy about power and this thing. Then Bangladesh, East Pakistan wanted their own freedom and independency that time. So after that there was war about it. It wasn't an easy process. So it was 9-month war between Bangladesh and Pakistan. It started in March and ends in December. So after that time Bangladesh got independency. So Bangladesh has different cultures and they have good Bangladesh mainly farming land, and most of the people was farmer. Now they actually going into different profession because land is reducing and people increasing, so they have to move to different profession. But still Bangladesh is very very fertile land. It's grew crops and there's water, rivers everywhere, so they can grow lots of crops. So that's why Bangladesh is beautiful. So Bangladesh, as you know, population increasing and land is reducing. So little farming is not covering Bangladeshi population. So need to import from other countries as well.
It's a beautiful country, actually, and I'm going to put you on the spot once again. So you speak Bengali. Now, how do you greet in Bengali? How do you say, how are you in Bengali? And how can you respond then? Let's go.
Okay. If you want to say someone, how are you? So you can say, কেমন আছো?
কেমন আছো?
And if you want to reply it, you can say, আমি ভালো আছি.
ভালো আছি. So it's কেমন আছো? ভালো আছি. Oh, great.
ভালো আছি. If you are good,
yes.
If you are bad, you can say, না ভালো নাই.
Na ভালো nahi. Oh, great. I learned something today. Don't we all learn something new?
I'll teach you more.
Yeah, definitely. The more I spend time with Omar, I would definitely learn more. You're listening to In the Diaspora on Wired FM with me, David, and I'm speaking to Omar Faruk Newton. He's from Bangladesh and he's been in Ireland for the last 10 years actually. Coming to Ireland, Omar, obviously you found different culture here and you left different culture in Bangladesh and partially the UK as well. Now, how different is Bangladesh culture, or how similar is it to the Irish culture? You might start with the similarities if you like.
It's very, very common and very normal that country to country, place to place, culture will be different. This is, people, where people live. If you think about 10,000 years ago or 5,000 years ago, people, wherever they live, their area, they create their own culture, own way, own habit. So it's very common that culture, country to country culture will vary. And this difference is quite lot. This is far away, and culture actually based on your weather, your geographical area, everything influence how culture will establish. So in our country is like multicultural. People migrated from different places, from Europe to India to Middle East. From different countries, people actually build in Bangladesh slowly. So we actually got bit of everyone's culture in there. So now actually our tradition, our habit, our food habit, our celebration, everything, and also religion also another part of the culture. So whatever we follow, we try to follow through our religion. So our religion is Islam. So this way actually we try to create our culture. We celebrate our Eid. So this is one of our celebration. Two Eid during the month. And other religions people, they have, for example, Hindu people, they have puja. So they are celebrating in their way. So these two celebration different, but actually everyone enjoying is same way. Happiness and enjoyment is way the same, but celebration way is different. In Ireland, it's they have own music, own long-standing culture in here. So the celebration, Christmas and their religious things, Saint Patrick Days, those celebration in here. As I said, that celebration way is different, but the enjoyment and way of celebration is not different. For example, in our when we celebrate Eid, our one of the most famous or most known religious celebration. So we gather together, we pray in the mosque, and we visit each other's home. So we celebrate that way. If you think about Christmas, same people, families gather together and go to the church and pray. So it's the same, but it's you can say it's different way. And Saint Patrick Day, people just gather and enjoy everyone together. So I can say like everything is similar, just different way. And our countries, this is hot country and more outdoor activities happens, and this is cold country, so less outdoor activities, but lots of indoor activities happen. And sports in here, you can say it's rugby, hurling, those actually most popular. But in our country, cricket is the most popular, and other local games popular. Is based on, as I said, it's geographic area and how people grow up. The way that way actually is diverse. So our country as lots of people, so we had lots of activities in there. People meet every time. Evening time, everyone goes to the tea stall and doing chit chat and gossiping, have a cup of tea. This is common, every day. And here, people go, the coffee shop and goes with their friends. So one difference in our country, for example, in here we coffee shop only if I know you, then I talk to you. But in our country, if you go a tea stall, it's many various people sitting around. You you knows them or not, you just listen to them or talk to each other, and gossiping with any issue within, so that actually making more friendlier people in here. If I maybe talk to one stranger, it's very thoughtful that how would I approach if two person discuss. Maybe I am not interfering their discussion. But in our country, if in the tea stall someone discussing with something, other people curiously listen and put some comment, and this is normal. And in our tea stall, people play some table or board game, some Ludo or carom. So that making people enjoyable. And our country has lots of street food as well. I'm not sure your next question about food or not, but I'm just explaining. Lots of, everywhere you go, you will see the street food. Just you want to get something and eat something. And in here you have to go some shops to buy something. But in our country, anywhere you can get anything from anywhere.
Now, you spoke about food as well. So now, how does breakfast look like in Bangladesh, or lunch?
Okay, in Bangladesh, there is several types of breakfast. If you breakfast at home, so maybe I can example of my mother. So the flour, he make a chapati type, we call it roti, and with some type of egg fries or some vegetable or lentil dal, we eat with that. So this is this was our regular breakfast when I was young. Sometimes my mother used to make different type of cakes. We call it pita. So it's various. For example, it's winter time. So in winter, we actually make various sort of pitas. Just give you an insight that last year in Horn Museum, they have winter festival. So we display some pita, some cakes in there. So like what we actually make in the winter. So that actually our regular things. And some people, if we do breakfast outside in the restaurant, so maybe we call it parota and naan with some vegetable or some meat or other dal, like these things. And also some other places in the outside, in the coffee shop, you can see some sort of bread, banana or tea. This sort of breakfast as well we do in the outside. And in the lunch time, our main food is rice and curry. So mainly fish curry or vegetable curry. Those actually our main food. So because our river land and lots of fishes, fishermen can catch it. So that's tradition actually built from there. So and our land, they can grow lots of rices. And sometimes we eat some rich food, biryani and pilau. Okay. That some oily type of rice we fry all together.
You know what, Omar? You make me hungry right now. I think we're gonna be hungry, Omar, right now. I'm looking at the food. I'm trying to imagine and trying to taste in my mouth right now. But as we near the end of the program, Omar, you've written a book. Recently, you actually did the opening of the book. Now, tell us about this book and what inspired you as well to write the book, and what next as well after this book. Just tell us more about this book.
It was my first book. So it actually released in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, this as a language month, we can say is February month. Then we had a full month book fair in Bangladesh. So all publication basically happens in this month. So I published it's actually in the book fair in this moment, my book displayed in there, and people getting the book from there. This is a poetry book, so it's mixed poetry. So I am occasionally writes poem. So I had quite a few poem, like around 200 or more poem. So I selected for that book 130 poems. Then I included those and published that book. So this poetry actually not on specific things. This is mixed sort of poem, but I named poet as a BA human now.
Well, being human now.
Yeah. So it's Bengali pronunciation ebar tora manush ho. So it's actually I have some poem regarding those things, because what I felt along the years, that some of the people are not following the humanity things, and they harming other people. So this is actually hurt me. This is actually very disappointing that we are human, but we still try to harm other. So that actually make much disappointment to me. I cannot say I am a good person, but still we have some characteristics of human and some characteristics of inhuman behavior. So as a human, we should follow those characteristics of humanity. For example, honesty, good behavior, not harming to others, trying not to do corruption, and the all sort of war around the world, because we are people, but we still killing each other.
So your book is actually Be Human Now. Be a Human Now. In Bengali, it's I'm trying to remember.
Ebar tora manusho.
Ebatura Manusho. Thank you very much, Omar Faruk Newton. I wish we could go on and on, but this is just the time that we had. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us in the diaspora.
Thank you very much, David, and thank you your channel, and hope you will your channel and you will be succeed. And thanks for having me in here. It was nice talking to you. Nice conversation. I know many things, many stories to share, but time is limited. So hopefully another day we'll talk more about it. And thank you everyone for listening this. I appreciate that you took your time to listen it, and enjoy your time, and best wish for everyone.
Thank you very much. That was Omar Faruk Newton. Actually, he's from Bangladesh, and he's been in Ireland for over 10 years now. He's an accountant, he's an author, poet, I can actually say, and journalist as well. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye for now.